Good morning, folks. How is everybody doing this morning? Hope everything's going good. Beautiful morning out, although it's pretty chilly out right now. But we had some snow yesterday, a mix of snow and rain. So other than that, same old, same old. Look at a squirrel coming down that big pine tree. See him? He's on the side moving around. Oh, there he goes. I'm wondering if he could be a flying squirrel. He's shaking his tail right now on that big pine. So, another day, another dollar. I might have something to do here in a little while, but only for an hour or two. Ah, holy monkeys and squirrels. Went to bed kind of early last night. So I seen the new video on Don Wells and Candace Wells. Like, boy, I'll tell you what, if they ain't making themselves look pretty guilty in this, and they turned down people that wanted to investigate the whole thing. And I mean, that kind of tells you uh, something ain't right there. And the whole Lucci case and everything, that's crazy. Coffee tastes good this morning. We're going to be doing new videos, the faces of YouTube. Right? Just like the faces of death. It'd be like faces of YouTube. Oh, God. Well, hopefully they find little monkey Vaughn here soon. Find out what the heck happened there. I know this much. We know that all these organizations are getting ready to attack uh, this summer. The BBG, the LBJ, whatever these groups are, the gays, the Black Lives Matter, whatever. So we're getting ready for that. You know, that's a given in America in the summertime is people protesting and all the crap that goes on. So you got to get ready for that, government, or at least the National Guard. What's really sad is we know these things happen. It's a given in America. What a lot of people are upset about is why are we not preparing for it? Why are we not seeing National Guard teams starting to come into the cities and to protect? Because people always say, well, it's their right to protest, right? Well, it is their right, but we always know that 9 out of 10 protests aren't peaceful, right? They turn violent, right? There's no law against protesting as long as you're peaceful. Don't burn buildings down and start throwing Molotov cocktails at buildings and tipping over cars. And so we know there's a problem. You know, will they be ready for it, or will they just let the chaos continue in the jungle? America's become the jungle. I don't know. Ain't my job to figure it out. Of course, we can fix this problem, but that'd be that'd be too easy. And you got Joe Biden getting ready to say that he's going to be running again. They took a poll. Nobody wants Biden to run. Nobody wants Trump to run anymore, right? People are like, they did a poll or whatever, and everyone's saying, no, we don't want this for America no more. It's brought more headache than anything. Well, the corruption is just unbelievable. Trump Trump got it right, but it was something we already knew as Americans living in the real world. Uh, we already knew there was a problem with corruption, police, everything. It was an authority power trip or whatever. So yeah, you know, I think the people have pretty much spoke. They want someone new in there, and the people don't want another politician in there. Right? I think the people have spoken in America. They're pretty much tired of it. I know I am. Right? I know we're tired of it around here in this small little town. Like I said, folks, it's corruption, politics, madness. These people will kill you for their politics and to protect their corruption. The money they don't want to go to prison, right? They don't want the whole world to know that they're scammers, right? Now what do? Ain't much you can do. I'm broke down and retired anyways. I'm about as good as... I don't know, if we were ever invaded, then I probably would be able to find the strength to help protect our country, but that'd be a losing battle anyways. After going down to the VA's vets office or hospital with my grandfather for so many years and listening to these guys talk about, they had no clue what they were doing, had no idea why they were on foreign soil in the first place, how they were used within their own government and military as guinea pigs, and I don't know. And we all thought, well, there's no truth to it, but as we dug deeper into it, and like I said, I like to believe things I can see with my eyes. Well, it was true, right? And that goes pretty much for every president that we've ever had, folks. Behind closed doors, they were lying in their own pockets, right? Lying in their own pockets as the people suffered. I know you folks don't want to believe it, but the proof will all be coming out soon. From what they're saying. Now, a lot of people are talking about healthcare. Well, I would be talking about it too. Especially when they're using healthcare as a weapon. Right? Especially when they're using doctors, nurses, and people as weapons. And the reason they do that is because doctors never go to prison unless it's major that major evidence that these people were nut jobs. Usually a doctor gets slapped on the hand and either can't practice medicine anymore in that state and they have to move to another state, but they very rarely do any jail time. It's only recently that people, doctors don't get blamed for things. And people are like, this is crazy. Are you serious? Well, yeah, I'm serious. That's how they get away with things, folks. Same thing with the police. Same thing with the police. We got a lot of people running around that should be in prison, but they're not because a family member was a cop or something, sheriff or something like that. It's called abuse of power. It's been going on for a long time. This is something that's been going on for a long time. So when people say, why ain't you shocked about this or anything? Well, because we pretty much already know. Right? We live in the real world. We've been in the cities, the bad neighborhoods. Uh, we know the real life. A lot of these people don't. They've been in this magical world of fairy tales.
We are unavailable to take your call. Please leave a message and thank you for calling.
They didn't want to leave their voice. Oh, well, here we go again. All right, let me check my chat. Oh, hey, Johnson. Stinky Johnson's here. What's up, dude? What's going on? What's shaking? What the heck is this guy talking about? I don't know. What guy are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about, Johnson. Morning, Kiki. So, yeah, a lot of stuff going on. I guess there was 7 engines out on the SpaceX big heavy rocket. I miscounted. I only counted 5, but they said there was 2 that went out before it launched. So that would make sense because right in the middle of the sequence of the motors, the engines, there was 2 out, 2 black spots in the middle of. So them probably were the 2 main thrust motors in the middle of the sequence of motors that they had placed and everything. Well, it looks like the sun is shining out there today. It's cold though. Pretty chilly out. I think it's supposed to be only up in the 40s today. But I think tomorrow, it gets warmer, but we got more rain coming this weekend, Friday and Saturday, I think, and Sunday. How's everybody doing in chat? Everybody okay? Seems to be all right. Oh, God. If we can keep these people from trespassing on us, we'd be doing good. If we can keep these devil worshippers from, I don't know, doing devil stuff, if we can keep all the witches from doing witchery stuff, I don't know, we'd be in good shape. Kiki Eyes says, hi, Johnny. Hi, Kiki. Kiki Eyes says, where's Debbie? I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with these people. Ooh, did you see that? Look at the bird right there. You see him right on the gutter? Look at, he is coming. Oh, it's a blue jay. I bet you he's going to try and get in the feeder. You're dang right it's doom and gloom. And it's going to be that way in America until they pay me the money they owe me. Get used to it, Johnson. Get used to it, young man. You're going to see a lot of changes coming up in America. A lot of you people are going to be upset and you're going to cause chaos and commotion and everything. And you're going to do exactly what we want you to do. We want you to give us the okay. We want you to give us the reason to light this place up like a candle. That's all we're waiting for, Johnson. That's all we're waiting for. Now, like I said, we can try and help these people as much as we can, but they don't listen. So there's no way to. I was listening to that one dude one night, the Griff's channel. He was saying some of these people, they can't be saved. Well, we hope they can be saved. We really do. Yeah, that was the Blue Jay. That was the Blue Jay. Beautiful one, too. Oh, I can hear the birds out there just a chirping. Glory be to God. I never really liked birds. It's almost like I'm living someone else's life. I'm like, this is ridiculous. They're living my life, the life of a rock star, movie star. And I'm living their life, right? It's almost like the old Satan got it all mixed up. And we'd notice there's that one guy walking around and he keeps changing. It's almost like people are going inside of him. I don't know. Maybe that's why they chop people's heads off in other countries, because they know that they're binding these people. And that's why they do it. I'm not sure. But they are binding people now that are real life people. They're not dead. Right? They're humans. I was watching a church channel yesterday, and they were saying that they're going to start binding people if they see a threat within people, that they'll bind them people until they're no longer a threat. So a lot of things are going to be happening in America. I just hope you folks are ready for it. And of course, you're going to do exactly what the government and everybody wants you to do. You're going to overreact and go crazy in our streets and burn down our buildings and terrorize our neighborhoods. And I think pretty much the citizens will do exactly what they're going to give a reason for the government to do what they're going to do. Right? I think so. That's what I'm thinking. Johnson says, "What is wrong with you? I'm a product of United States government, right? Creation of God, but product of the United States government." Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. No, I'm not worried about nothing. We did turn it over to our God. Right? People are dropping like flies. Listen to them birds out there. They are going crazy. Well, they've had the past couple days of nothing but cloud, winds, and snow and rain. Now we got some sun. I can hear them out there chirping away. I don't know what is wrong with you folks. It ain't me. I'm not the one with the problem. Right? I'm a movie channel creator. That's what they pay us to do. Nothing wrong with me. I'm doing my job. No, I love women. I love women, Johnson. So you don't like birds? No, I didn't say I don't like birds. I said I was never into birds. Right? Black people, I got a problem with them. I didn't create their problem. Right? I didn't create this mess. I wasn't alive back in the 1800s or 1900, whenever they did the Constitution and made slaves or whatever. So that ain't my problem, right? Although I don't like the way they tear down their own communities. They call themselves names. Right? It's always okay for them to call themselves the N word, but anyone else does, and it's something else, right? Gays, well, it's not that I hate them. It's just sacrilegious to me. It's against everything the Bible is about. And women, well, there's good women and bad women, just like there's good men and bad men. Right? I don't hate women. I don't abuse women. I don't use them. So I don't know, Johnson. I think you're the one with the problem, not me. I have nothing but hate and misery. No, no. I think you do. See, I was on YouTube for a long time joking, having fun, playing guitar and everything, and I got involved in a certain community, and that's where it went all bad. Bunch of nut jobs, right? Trying to suck us into the madness. I don't know, I think it's a red Chevy Harley Davidson truck or something out there. Neighbor probably doing something. Uh, uh, it's not my hate, Johnson. It's the world's hate they tried to put in me. You can ask pretty much anybody that knows me. I don't hold grudges. I move on with my life. I think that's the problem. I left everything, walked away from it all. People still can't figure it. They're still talking today. They can't figure out why I just walked away from everything. The women, the money, the everything. Right? They can't figure it out. It's driving them nuts. Don't worry about it, Stinky Johnson. I'm not going to turn you in for selling drugs or anything in my chat. I wouldn't do that. Right? Same thing with lay low and chill, and all the drugs or whatever you guys are pushing or whatever. I'm not sure. Don't worry about it. You'll be okay. So I got to take down a swing, giant railroad tied swing that somebody wants taken down. They just want me to take a chainsaw and cut it up. But I'm trying to figure out how can I use the thing. It's all white. It's giant railroad ties. I was thinking about cutting it down flush with the ground, and it's so tall. It's got to be 12 feet tall, the railroad ties, right? And then there's a swing that goes on it, like a bench, not like swings for kids or anything, like a bench you sit on. But I got no way to get it here. I got to go out and buy another. I'm gonna have to buy another truck. I'm gonna have to buy a truck. I want to go into cutting grass permanently. Kiki I says I get to take my husband to the therapist again today. That's good. But Kiki, don't they come to your house? They don't want it in there. All the grandkids are grown up, Kiki, and they had a giant tree house that was like 12 feet off of the ground, if not higher. And they don't want the playhouse no more, and they don't want the giant railroad tied swing set. And they said we'll give it away for free if somebody comes and gets it. I'm like, well, how are they going to transport it? It's probably an 8 foot by 8 foot playhouse. That's that's like 12 feet up in the air. And then the swing set is so big, but it's all made out of railroad ties. So I don't know. I don't know how I'd get it here. But if you live in this area and you're looking for a free playhouse in good condition for the kids or whatever it is, it's on it's on stilts, right? So it can be up in by the trees. The giant 4 by or 8 by 8. I think they're 8 by 8 railroad ties. You can have it for free. You just got to take it down and transport it. They told me that I could tell people on YouTube about it. Like if anyone contacts you, let us know. But I got to do that for them and clean their shed out. I don't know if I'll do it today or tomorrow. It's kind of chilly today. Kiki High says I got a big tree house playing thing outside for my grandbabies, and I am taking it down to make it to my son's house so they can use it. Yeah, yeah. No, you want to come get another one? You can come get this one. You can make a condominium out of them. Let me refill my coffee. Kiki I says, get a U-Haul truck. Yeah, I probably could get a U-Haul truck and do it, but where am I going to keep it, Kiki? I'd have to keep it out at my shed over by my mother's place. We're going to use my son's big work truck to haul it to his house. Grandbabies for 10 years, this home now, so they can have all the crap we got in the yard. Yeah, like I said, the people that I've been cutting this yard for and doing stuff for, they're like, we just want it out of here, right? It'll make cutting the grass so much easier and open up the yard. And they don't have it. Their kids are grown up, and their grandbabies now are grown up. That's why they kept it. But now they're all gone, so uh, they don't want it no more in their yard. And really, it's too big of a job for me to go ahead and do. I mean, there's no way I could tear it down myself. It's 10 foot, 12 foot in the air. I told her I could take the chainsaw and cut the legs off of it and hook a chain to the truck and tip it over and get it down. But other than that, right, they want to know if I could take it down in sections. I'm like, well, do you got a crane? Right, I can cut the roof ties, take the roof off if you got a crane, right? And then take the walls down separately and crane them down. But I would need a team of guys. We wouldn't even have to crane the walls down. If there was a bunch of guys there, but I'm by myself. I work alone. I'll never work again for someone else. I'll just work for myself. And I'll stay underneath the budget that I'm allowed to make money for disability, as long as I don't break any rule. I'm pretty good with disability. I call them on everything, right? Ask them, am I allowed to do this? Am I allowed to do that? Almost like I'm in prison, right? Shaking it up here, boss. Can I go to the bathroom, boss? Right? Well, like I said, we've been having trouble with these crackheads around here for a while, so we'll handle them. Don't worry about that, folks. We'll handle the big bad wolves around here. I dread having to cut the yard again. It takes me 3 hours to do it. Yeah. Well, if you got a lot of land, right? The main thing is like when I had my home, I had like a little over an acre and a half. I'd go to work, come home, and cut the yard. It'd probably take about an hour and a half, 2 hours to cut. And that was on a small tractor, only like a 34-inch deck or 36-inch deck. I think it was 32. Yeah, and that don't include the trimming. Then you got to get the weed whacker out, the leaf blower, yeah. But I'm thinking about trying to open up a little yard cutting business, right? Just to keep some money coming in. I don't know, but they'll probably say I can't do that, being you're on disability. It's against them. It's almost like a Nazi camp, right? Oh, I can't get off disability. I got too many problems. It wasn't disability. It was these people that were brainwashing people, telling people they couldn't save money. You're not allowed to have money in the bank. You can't. It was a racket. They didn't want people to keep money in the banks because they wanted to steal the money. That explains why sometimes I would go to cut grass and come home and my door would be open or about ready to fall off the hinges. I was like, what the hell? Door handle's broken. I mean, it really, and that's what I was trying to tell the American people. You want us to go to work so you can rip us off while we're at work? No, I'll stay right here and sit on the couch, protect my interest. Right? It's almost like that's what they want. They want you to leave. They want you to go out. So as you're working, they're ripping you off, stealing everything you got while you're at work. Kiki Ice has got an acre and a half, and it takes 3 hours on a little mower, riding mower. Yeah, that's about what it took me. Like I said, I get off work, come home, and jump on the lawnmower and cut the grass. A couple hours. Don't forget the gardening. Got to do that too. The tiller's going to, yeah, tiller and everything. Sounds like you got work planned for this summer, right? No, life don't suck. We can make it real. We can make life real good again. It's just right. They want us to do these things, but we're not going to do anything because we're tired of getting ripped off. Right? It's the same thing with YouTube, folks. Right? That they're putting out. Well, there's going to be another raise and another stimulus check, and it's going to be in the ring. Right? Not for this area, but they pump it out all over YouTube, giving people false hope or whatever. Everybody's calling the banks, checking to see if their checks have come in. The bank's telemarketing thing or whatever it is shuts down because it's overloaded with calls. I mean, it's just a madness. Right? They just keep putting out all this stuff. I was on internet last night looking, and there was new raise coming. Joe Biden's giving another raise to the people on Social Security and disability. We haven't heard anything about it. Right? I haven't. Right? They don't know what you have stashed in your house. I ain't got nothing stashed in my house. I don't sell dope. That's why they're looking for you guys. They ain't looking for me. I don't sell dope. That's why when people in trouble, we're not going to let you sell your drugs there no more. Okay. I don't sell drugs, idiots. That's another complaint around here too, is people getting swatted, and the government's like, well, someone made a call. Well, I know, but you acted on that call without getting the information right. Therefore, you disturbed my peace and my tranquility and my amendments. Therefore, now we have to sue the town. And they'd rather kill you than pay you the money. So your son started out at 600. Has your son ever worked before, Kiki? My little brother started out like that. He's had a disability his whole life. Uh, he's gotten a raise too. Boy, listen to them birds out there. Oh, what a day. Your husband's down. He can't do it. Yeah, I know you were telling us that you got to do all the work around there. That's a good woman. Well, yeah, you might have a mess for a little while. Well, you got your kids, right? Won't they come help you? Kiki, maybe the kids will come help you. If Stinky Johnson says you never earned a raise. No extra money, Johnny, hidden in your house. You don't have to turn in everything. I ain't got no money, right? It's money they owe me. That's why this country is in the predicament it's in and going to be in a worse predicament pretty soon. Right? Sorry. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no house. Well, of course, the IRS and the federal government's trying to figure out. He don't even, how does he own this house? But yet he never bought the house. Right? What people were doing was using my name to purchase stuff with my money. Right? Putting it in their names or whatever. And big scam going on. Well, one day they'll figure it out and return all my money. Right? And then we got the movie business and so many. It's like they're vampires. Right? I was a very talented person when I was young, and that wasn't good enough for people, and they did some voodoo witchery stuff and stole everything, my talent, my money, everything. Right? What can you do? Not much. Right? I'm not going to hate people for it, or we'll let God handle it. I did see Elon put out a new home for only $15,000. $15,000 for his house, portable house. Ah. Now all he has to do is mass produce them. You're going to need a factory for that to produce these $15,000 homes. And here's the thing, how are they in the cold, right? Are these homes that are only going to be particular for certain areas with warm climates? Or how's that home going to do up here, up north, in 30 below, 40 below weather? Here we go with these people calling me again. Right, the government.
We are unavailable to take your call. Please leave a message and thank you for calling.
The government was starting to get to these people, and it was quiet around here for a while. But now here they come again with calling all kinds of people and whatever, bothering me. My peace and sync. I'm going to take that phone off the hook. My kids don't call me anyways, right? Nobody calls me except for government or telemarketers or crazy nut jobs around here in this town that got my phone number. Well, that sounds horrible, Kiki. Here's pretty much the last warning to these YouTube channels and these witches on YouTube and that have been doing bad things for these YouTube channels to other people on YouTube. Stop what you're doing and pay us our money. And you won't be attacked. Right? That's all I can pretty much say to some of you. And I think you know exactly what YouTube channels we are talking about. Right? I think we all know. I did see that The Stand last night went live with the Ernie Shell SA case, the sexual assault case or whatever he's got going against him. Oh, and that's just unbelievable, right? It's unreal. Read your Bible, Kiki. Speaks of it in the Bible. You can't be a Bible person and not believe every word in the Bible. Witchery is spoken numerous times in the Bible. Sorcery, vampires, demons. Nothing we could do about it. Like I said, people want to crucify us, and we're like, we didn't even write the Bible. We don't even know how to do magic. That's our problem, right? Most of these people made their millions off of magic and spells. I don't know. A bunch of crazy stuff. No, I'll just sit right here and enjoy my retirement. My early retirement. Got a disability, anyways. Nobody likes you when you got a disability. Nobody wants to play with you. Ba, 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 ba. It's called space heaters. Those little bitty homes ain't going to be big enough to move around in. Don't need a lot of room. And now they have a 2-story one out, which is pretty cool because you got your bathroom on the first floor. You got your little front room, your little kitchen, and then your bedrooms upstairs. Right, and they could be building better ones, meaning 8-foot ceilings on the second floor instead of small little lofts. But the only problem is they can't transport it that tall because it won't make it underneath the viaducts, right? The overpasses. So what they need to do is build these things just a little bit bigger, but you'll have to assemble it. You'll have to transport it in 2 pieces and assemble it at the site, right? You have to get a crane and put the roof on or the second floor. Look at that giant hawk up there just floating around. He's just flying around up there. Good idea because we really, a lot of people don't want big giant homes. Well, look at your utility bills are unbelievable. Yes, Kiki, thanks for stopping in. Be safe. God bless. Hope everything goes good. Now, where was I? We're coming up on an hour here. So we'll probably end this video in an hour. And yeah, them tiny homes, yeah, they're pretty good idea. But you need a taller upstairs, right? You got to stand up at least, right? You don't want to wake up in the morning, get up out of bed, and you go to stand up and you forget you live in a tiny home and you bust your head wide open. A lot of changes, right? But for the better. So don't be afraid, folks. No, I'm going to end this video at 1 hour. I hope everybody has a good day. Stinky Johnson, thanks for stopping in, although every time you come in here, you rip on people. Kiki Eyes, thanks for stopping in. We hope you have a good day. Hope your husband's doing good and your operation goes good. God bless. And you folks have a great day. Be safe. It does look like it's a beautiful day out, but it's a little nippy. And get ready because we got bad weather coming again this weekend. And enjoy your day, right? God bless everyone. Thank the Lord for another day. All glory goes to God and forgive us for all of our sins. And thank you for our daily bread. Amen. And you folks have a good day.